Welcome to video 2. In this video, we are going to further discuss, is travel nursing right for you? In the first video, we discussed the 4 must-haves. These things don't vary between travelers. All travelers, in my opinion, need those exact 4 things. In this video, we're going to discuss the more personal aspects of travel nursing. We're going to talk about the family aspect of travel nursing. We're going to talk about the financial aspect of it and the personal aspect. So again, I'm just going to kind of bring up these topics so that you think about them, so that you can kind of decide, oh, I can still do that. Like travel nursing is for me. Or, maybe it makes you think about something like, oh, yeah, that might be an obstacle that I'm not willing to hop over or whatnot. So let's just dive into these, what I call considerations. These are 3 things to consider before becoming a travel nurse. These 3 things are, one is your family and the family support that you get. Number 2 is the financial aspect. And number 3 is the personal aspect. So let's dive into these. We'll start with the personal aspect. I really think that this is the one of the biggest topics and drivers of nurses to become travel nurses, because right now it is February 2022 and the travel nurse rates are extremely elevated. I've been travel nursing for 5 years now. When I was a travel nurse in 2015, 2016, compared to what I'm making now, is about 5 to 6 times the amount of money. So financially, for a lot of people right now, it is very much so worth it. However, I want to say a little more about that. I do know that travel nursing is usually the absolute most beneficial for newer nurses because they've gotten less raises as a staff nurse. They also likely don't have as much seniority at their workplace, meaning if you're a more experienced nurse who has been there for quite a few years, maybe you are getting paid a lot more than the newer staff nurse. You might also have seniority, meaning you don't have to work as many holidays. Maybe you don't have to work as many weekends. Maybe you are just extremely comfortable there. Maybe you are making a substantial amount as a staff nurse, including good benefits, and it's just maybe not quite as worth it to become a travel nurse. To help kind of determine the financial benefit of becoming a travel nurse, I have created a spreadsheet. And I am going to post it somewhere in this course along with a video that I have made that will teach you how to fill out this chart. And basically what this chart will do is allow you to put in some information about your staff job. And then you can put in the pay rates of up to 3 travel contracts, and you can compare exactly how much more you will make or less you will make as a travel nurse to kind of help determine financially, is it worth it or not. And again, just to kind of explain that this spreadsheet does all the math for you. All you have to do is type in a few of the numbers based off of your pay. So, and again, I will post this somewhere in this course for you to be able to use. So that's pretty much what I have to say for the financials of it. I really think right now financially is likely worth it for almost all staff nurses financially to become a travel nurse, because these travel nurse rates right now are extremely elevated. And again, it is February of 2022. I can't say in the future what they will be. However, I'm not expecting them to go down drastically anytime soon. Consideration number 2 is the family. And basically, you have to consider, what are your family responsibilities? Is it just you? Or are you dating someone? Are you married to someone who can't travel with you? Or maybe you have a kid or more than one kid, or maybe you just have a dog. You have to consider what are your responsibilities related to your family. Including, how much does your family support you? Would they be willing to help you out, encourage you? Becoming a travel nurse, it definitely helps having someone cheering you on in the corner, especially when you're getting started. So those are things to keep in mind. I will say that I personally don't have any kids. I am married. I was lucky enough to marry a nurse who travels with me as well. We are both travel nurses, so that makes it very easy for us. But I do know multiple travel nurses who a spouse travels with them, but maybe just picks up jobs along the road. Maybe they stay at home and help with the kids. There's lots of people out there doing it with their families with them. I know travel nurses who bring their kids with them. So it really depends on how bad do you want to do it. It's definitely possible. The third thing is the personal aspect of travel nursing. Are you the type person that if you are traveling alone or away from home, even if it's with your family, are you okay with that? I know for me, my second contract, I traveled to a location where I knew nobody. I did not have any friends with me, and it was very tough for me. It was a very tough time. It was a long 3 months. I did not handle being alone very well. So really ask yourself, put yourself out there in those situations. Am I the type person that I thrive, that I don't have a problem with going up to people and saying, hey, my name is Drew, let's go hang out, let's go do something. Me personally, I wasn't that type person. So I kind of had to change the way I was a travel nurse. Luckily, my now wife started traveling with me after that. But just the personal aspect of travel nursing is just ask yourself, are you comfortable traveling alone, or whoever it is that you're with, traveling to locations you've never been before and maybe don't know anybody. So again, these are the 3 considerations just to kind of help you make your decision, is travel nursing right for you? In the next video, I am going to tell you a little bit about my story as a travel nurse real quickly. What were some of my fears and what I've gotten out of travel nursing so far? So I'll see you in the next video.